Hey,
Okay.
here we are.
I got $1 million I can spend it on her.
You can be my lover. She ain't acting right. He ain't acting right.
I'm a superwoman. He's a superman.
Here we are. Oh yeah.
Get it.
Let's do it.
Okay.
Let's do it. Let's do it.
Okay.
Coming to you live from the Sit Your Ass Down Studios. Welcome to the Me and D
Pops and Son.
podcast.
For that ass.
For that ass.
For that ass.
For that ass. No Diddy.
No Diddy.
No
No
doubt.
Diddy, no doubt. Don't get
Don't get it twisted. Don't be
Podcast
confused.
for that
But it is
ass.
the podcast for that ass.
No Diddy.
Going on the road soon. We'll talk about that
Going
later
on the road.
later on in the podcast. Today is August 24th, 2025. August just
8/24
flew
day.
by, man.
8/24
There
day.
you go. Okay. Damn, I should have played mine. Damn.
Yeah, this the Bean. And it was his birthday yesterday.
Bean, rest in peace. Happy
Rest in peace to
belated
the Bean.
birthday,
He would have been
Bean.
47.
Damn, time
Yeah.
flies.
Don't it?
Whew, Lord. And while we're on the subject of rest in
Right.
peace
Perfect
and
segue.
paying some respects, Vivian Ayers, mother of actresses Debbie Allen and Felicia Rashad, passed away at the tender age of 102.
I was about to say
102.
102.
Wow.
Ooh, that's a blessing.
That is a blessing. To Brent Hines, former Mastodon singer, guitarist, dies at 51 in a motorcycle crash. That's crazy. Ron Turcotte, Hall of Fame jockey who rode Secretariat to the 1973 Triple Crown, has died at the age of 84. British actor Terence Stamp, who portrayed General Zod in early Superman movies, passed away at the age of 87. Former Australian cricketer, captain and coach Bob Simpson, passed away at the age of 89. Sopranos actor and actor in general, Jerry Adler, passed away yesterday at the age of 96. And this one just popped across my screen. Malik Taylor, social media influencer, was in a car accident that saw him plunge 20 plus feet to his death. He was just 28 years old.
Damn.
Rest in peace to those folks. Birthdays being celebrated today,
Birthday.
August 24th. One of our favorite WNBA players, Kelsey Plum, celebrates a birthday today.
Go ahead,
for the LA Sparks, champion with the Las Vegas Aces.
Sure was.
Tafuki, as they call him, Rafael Furcal, Dominican-born baseball shortstop for the Atlanta Braves and the Cardinals.
Yep.
Rich Beam, golfer, PGA Championship winner in 2002. Reggie Miller, American NBA guard, played strictly for the Pacers all those years for the Indiana Pacers.
Just the Pacers.
Just the Pacers. Won Olympic gold in 1996.
That's a rarity.
That's very rare, son.
Especially
team
today. Yeah,
20,
one team
almost
your
20
whole
years,
career.
I think it was 20 years if I'm not mistaken. But it looks like it was 18 now that I do the math. But it's a long career in one city.
For one city,
team.
Yep.
Hall of Fame shortstop, Cal Ripken Jr. It always amazes me how we talk about someone one week and then they show up the next week on something else when we talk about them. But Hall of Fame shortstop, Cal Ripken Jr., 19-time MLB All-Star, MLB record consecutive game streak holder, 2,632 games straight. AL MVP in 83 and 91 celebrates a birthday today. NFL coach and father of my 49ers coach, Kyle Shanahan, Mike Shanahan, turns 73 today. ESPN alum and talk show host Craig Kilborn is 63. Director Ava DuVernay celebrates a birthday.
Ava DuVernay.
One of your favorite comedians, comedian Dave Chappelle celebrates a birthday. He's 52.
How old is he?
52.
Okay.
Yep.
Go shout out happy birthday, Dave.
Actress Marlee Matlin turns 60. Actor Steve Guttenberg of Police Academy fame celebrates a birthday. And then newsman David Gregory turns 55 today. So happy birthday to all those folks.
Man, happy birthday.
A little history on today. And I do remember this one well. August 24th, 2018 French Open tennis banned Serena Williams' black Nike catsuit from future tournaments, citing respect for the game and the place. Now you can just show up naked.
Right.
But that was just
They said, no,
7
right,
years ago. That catsuit was something else in 2008.
Like Catwoman.
Whew. Danny Lee
Yeah.
becomes the U.S. Amateur's youngest champion, supplanting Tiger Woods by holding off Drew Kitselson 5-4. The 18-year, 1-month-old Lee is 6 months and 29 days younger than Woods when he won the first of his 3 amateurs in 1994. 2008, Hawaii's Mini Mashers get a little help from Mexico's Miscues to win a 4th straight Little League World Series title for the United States. Tanner Tuckanagua, yeah, smacks 2 homers, and Iolona Aku adds a solo blast of the boys from Oahu, Hawaii, defeat Matamoros, Mexico, 12-3. On the final day, also 2008, on the final day of the Beijing Games, the United States beat Spain 118-107 and wins the gold medal in men's basketball for the first time since 2000. That was huge. 2007, and we'll be talking about this one in the next couple of weeks on After Midnight. The NFL indefinitely suspends Michael Vick without pay just hours after he acknowledged in court papers that he did indeed bankroll gambling on dog fighting and help kill some dogs not worthy of the pit. 2006, after signing a 1-day contract with the San Francisco 49ers, Jerry Rice officially retires from the NFL. In 2003, jockey Julie Crone becomes the first female rider to win a $1 million race, taking the Pacific Classic at Del Mar aboard Candy Ride. 1989, Pete Rose is suspended from baseball for life for gambling.
For life. Rest in peace, Pete Rose.
Pete. Minnesota, 1988, Minnesota North Stars forward Dino Ciccarelli is sentenced to 1 day in jail and fined $1,000 for hitting another player with a stick. Ciccarelli, who was given a match penalty and a 10-game suspension by the league for the January 6, 1988 attack on Toronto's Luke Richardson, is believed to be the first NHL player to receive a jail term for an on-ice attack of another player. And then in 1963, the Little League World Series in Williamsport, Pennsylvania, is covered by ABC's Wide World of Sports for the first time. It's in the background as we speak. I got it on ESPN, watching the Little League World Series. Last week we talked about it. I watched it all day leading into the Mariners-Mets game. Yeah, I had it on. Some good games.
Them little fools can play.
They can play.
For real, the level of skill at a young age is wild.
And then it's amazing when you see some of them turn into MLB stars of the future. What's on tap?
What's the haps?
What's the haps with the taps? Final round of the Tour Championship being played at East Lake Golf Course in Atlanta. Guess who's tied for the lead again? Tommy Fleetwood, still trying to get that first PGA win of his career. He's tied for the lead along with, Patrick Cantlay at -16. Russell Henley is third at 14 under, and lurking in the shadows is world's number 1, Scotty Scheffler at -12.
Scotty too hot.
The prize for the winner is a $10 million check. Also, the FedEx Trophy for someone if they can overtake Scotty Scheffler, who has a pretty big points lead at this moment. Also, the Little League World Series wraps up today with a team from Las Vegas representing the mountain region. They'll take on a team from Chinese Taipei that is 4-0 in the tournament and has only allowed 3 runs in the series. So in their 4 games, they've only given up 3 runs. That is probably the team that's going to win it all if I had to put my money on it. NFL, today and tomorrow are cut days. Teams have to be at their 53-man roster by Tuesday. So that's going to be interesting to see what moves are made, who gets released, and then who gets picked up. Yeah, that's going to be interesting. And then
anxiety probably through the roof.
Oh, my goodness. Especially if you're on the bubble.
Man, especially on the cusp.
You're on the cusp. But a lot of times other teams have been watching too. Okay, they cut so and so. We need a safety, or we'll pick him up and we'll cut somebody else.
Right.
The big game, Texas at Ohio State. That's definitely what's on tap.
Let's go.
Meaningful football starts this Saturday. Who's your pick, D, in that game while we're talking about it? Texas at Ohio State.
Damn, honestly, I didn't even really think too much about it. Oh man, that's gonna be tough. I can see the defending chance. I'm gonna roll with Texas. I think I'm rooting for Texas. I think I'm rolling with Texas.
I am too. That's funny. You say
Ohio
that.
State. You say they put some money in that locker room.
But they lost a lot of key players from that championship team.
I'm going with Texas. I think Arch Manning gonna get it done.
I'm in my Arch Manning era.
Yeah.
You make a shirt.
I think
that's a shirt.
I think he's ready for. It's gonna be a good test. It's gonna be a good game. But I'm right with Texas.
I'm right with Texas as well.
I'm going with them Longhorns, baby.
All right, we're both in agreement there. In the leadoff spot, how juiced were you to know that football is back? We had Saturday football.
Man.
How'd you feel?
I'm still hyped. I watched that Iowa State and Kansas State game like it was my squad.
Right.
It was sloppy because of the rain and stuff. There's a lot of fumbles and stuff, but man, it was football. It meant something. It was actually a pretty good game, but I was watching that. I was watching high school football.
Mm-hmm.
They had that modern day and
St. Thomas Aquinas.
St. Thomas Aquinas on, and there was another little later high school game on too that I was watching. Man, I love it, man. Love this time of year. Love the weather. Good football weather, but I'm pumped. I'm ready. Like it's here.
It's here.
To
it's
stay
definitely here
for a while.
I was ticked off because I just knew Fox or ABC would have one of the games on one of the non-cable channels. I'm checking for D around 11 o'clock. Pickleball, WNBA, soccer, everything but football. So I had it on my phone in my office. I was in and out. So I was watching, but I wasn't watching because I had all the other TVs in my store. I'm like, man, I know there's going to be some football. No, it wasn't a football, but that's all right.
There'll be
some football this weekend and going forward, like you said, for a long time, all the way up until February.
All the way up.
We're going to have football at our disposal. A couple of outcomes. You mentioned the Kansas State, Iowa State game. Number 22, Iowa 17, Kansas State brought the game to Dublin, Ireland, and it was a barn burner until the end. Turnovers were costly for K-State, and though it scored late, the Cyclones milked the clock for the final 6:23 and will return to the United States with a 24-21 win and a 1-0 record. Good for them. Other results, Hawaii outlasts Stanford 23-20. UNLV holds on to beat Idaho State 38-31. And Kansas had little trouble with Fresno State, beating them 31-7. Probably one of the few times on me and D that you hear me do the scores. It's going to be too many going forward.
I'm about to say, because you can do them now.
You can do them today.
When it actually starts
next week, I might highlight a few. Man, they won't be.
Yeah, and keep it pushing.
Yeah, we got to keep it moving.
You can look at the score.
Exactly. This one is called More is More.
More is More.
The SEC is adding a conference game in 2026, bringing the number to 9 conference games, which means no more cupcakes. It means that it's important to have strength of schedule, which means more playoff teams, which means more money for the conference.
More money,
stacking it. Yeah, they're going to stack it, D. They're going to make it where the SEC is going to get about 7-8 teams into the playoff tournament because their strength of schedule is going to be unreal.
Because a lot of, like you said, the depth of the SEC, even going down to Vanderbilt. Vanderbilt's going to make some noise as far as making a splash, but the SEC is stacked just with talent. And you got Texas in there now. Oklahoma's in there now. These are historic programs, and they're adding more to SEC. It's unreal. If you look at any SEC team and look at the schedule, I got LSU, then I got Ole Miss.
You don't catch a break.
Then you got Tennessee. Then I'm in the swamp at Florida. You got to go to the swamp,
yep.
Oh, yeah. Then I got to face Auburn.
Then you got to go between the hedges of Georgia.
Yes. Every week is so crucial. We do not get a break. Like you said, you're not getting no cupcake teams. You might.
It might be to squeeze one in. Yeah. But if you have a 12, 13 game schedule and 9 of them are SEC opponents, you're not catching many breaks.
Not at
And the
all.
thing that I marvel at when teams get their bye week early, and then they just got to go straight through, and you got to battle 8 to 10 games of nothing but hardcore play. You're battling injuries, you're battling off the field stuff. Man, navigating a full college season is, I feel for the coaches. I couldn't do it.
Oh my gosh.
You have a lot of responsibility.
Yes.
Your phone rings late at night, so-and-so, they were out drunk, got arrested.
Got in a fight at the bar.
Got into a fight at the bar.
I got to address this.
Yep.
And then, they got it. Yeah, like you said, got into a wreck. And then the pressure of it. And then I was watching the SEC.
The documentary.
Documentary on the Florida coach. He was getting threats when they were losing.
Right.
Boy.
Yeah.
They said, okay, after these games, we want you out of there. Then he started winning. And then everything was so good. But like you said, late at night, we hate you. They putting death threats.
Yeah. Or your kids go to school and they get ridiculed and get embarrassed. Tell your dad, my dad said he sucks.
Yeah.
You got to put up with all that. I understand why they get paid the way they do, because, like I said, the responsibility of, just say,
the scrutiny,
180 to 100 young men, and then that's not even counting the ones you're trying to bring in. You're trying to recruit.
Right. Yeah, for next year.
For next year. To come. And you got your NIL manager. Hey, man, how we sitting with so-and-so, and how much money do we have left? And
keep your coaches on check.
You got to keep your coaches. Make sure they're not trying to cheat Michigan.
Party. Right, yeah. They cheating and they cheating.
Yeah, you know right, right.
There's a lot of things just to go on. Just, that's
that you have no control over, but you have to answer for it. You're responsible for that.
So your players were out here just starting bar fights. What you think? I was
at the crib chilling.
I was with the family.
Right.
I was watching some film, getting ready for the next
getting ready for the next week. Yep.
I don't know. I don't even know the whole story.
Right. You seem to know more than I know at this point.
So who was the player?
What did he do?
It's crazy.
What are the circumstances?
It's crazy. Yeah. SEC is wild, but going back to the strength of the SEC, that's a tough conference. That's the best conference in college football.
They might as well just go to 10 games. Just seriously, just go to 10. Just round it off at 10 conference games. You might have 2, maybe 3 other cupcake. Well, you're gonna have to have at least 2 top 20 opponents from other conferences. So that's 12. You might be able to fit 1 cupcake on the schedule. Maybe.
Yeah, that'd be your homecoming or the first game of the season type
and
deal.
Get it over with. Give somebody else a smaller school, smaller division school a payday, some exposure,
some money.
And then the rest of it, you're fighting for your life and jockeying for position for the playoffs. All right, son, we'll move on. This is called Make or Break, a little NFL conversation. This is Trevor Lawrence's 5th season, 3rd coach, 3rd system. Is this a make or break season for him? Because he got paid.
He got paid, blow up.
He got paid, but I got a feeling that if he doesn't do well this year, Jacksonville might be moving on to somebody else.
I mean, would you blame him though?
No,
I think he has the capability. I think he has the talent. He had a good collegiate career. I ain't really paying product placement.
Sell some of this.
A couple of these.
Get out of your mama's basement.
I went back to the OG, that mango, pineapple, guava, MPG.
You cannot lose with that.
But shoot, he hasn't really had no consistency. Different coaches, different schemes.
That's the only thing you can blame it on.
That's the only thing you can blame it on, just the consistency factor. Now he getting some weapons now, but I think it is a make or break season, especially in that division. I think that the AFC South is almost like the NFC North. That division's for the taking for whoever decide to take it. I know you got Houston in there, but you can, if you battle enough, Houston's not bulletproof.
No,
they're a beatable team like any other team. So I think it's a make or break season for them for sure. I think we need to see an emergence somewhere to get your name in that conversation with these other quarterbacks.
Because you were like thought to be a generational talent. That's all we heard. And I was never sold on him. I was never really in love with him when he was at Clemson. And they kept saying, this is the player of the future in the NFL. And so you kind of start watching for this.
Right.
And like you said, we have not seen the emergence of that talent yet. This is year 5, man. You got to start showing us something. or you're just going to be considered a bust, a first round number 1 pick bust. And it's harsh, but this is when players start to take off especially quarterbacks.
Right.
Year 4 or 5 is when they really get a grasp on, okay, the game slows down. I know the offense, and granted, as we mentioned, this will be his 3rd system since he's been at Jacksonville. But at the same time, if you are that generational type player, that shouldn't even matter. Your talent should supersede any other obstacles.
We've seen a good quarterback still produce on a bad team, like Joe Burrow, or I'm trying to think just of someone who just performed just on a bad team. They necessarily didn't. The wins and losses didn't make it, but they still were producing.
Right. All right. So, son, this is when the podcast takes midnight, or after midnight, should I say, turn. This was called The Marriage is Real.
The Marriage is Real.
The Colin Kaepernick documentary is not coming out. It's official. Spike Lee has all but confirmed that. And once I thought about it, it makes perfect sense. Not at ESPN and the NFL are aligned. That documentary would have blown the lid off the racism that the owners possess. And
it would have put him on blast.
It would have put him on blast.
It would have put him on blast.
And I think that was one of the reasons the NFL said, well, we can cover our backsides now that we're aligned with ESPN. You all can't put that out. You need to put the kibosh on that documentary.
They can loot it. Yeah,
there's no reason that man at least should have been a second string quarterback on everybody's team. He should have been a starter on any other team.
After he did, it was a wrap for him. It was an absolute wrap for him. And it's crazy that
he had just been to the Super Bowl, 2-3 seasons prior to that, led a team to the Super Bowl.
Went to the Super Bowl, had a great season. He was a solid quarterback, at least a backup. Now,
at least a backup.
I know he definitely can't get in now because he's
too
about
old
37,
now.
38. Yeah, he's too old now. But back then, when it was happening, he was still in his prime. He was still in his prime. They blackballed him, of course.
Literally.
After that. But it was crazy because after George Floyd and those incidents happened, then the NFL took a stand of you can
protect.
They kind of flipped the script. Yeah, you get a voice, and they did the little sayings on the back of the helmets and the things to kind of promote
meant
justice.
To me, though.
But it's just you can say one thing, but your actions
show us something.
Your
totally
actions are
different.
saying something else.
Yep.
So, yeah,
he took a knee. He was protesting police brutality. Wasn't being disrespectful to the flag whatsoever. Players have turned their back on the flag. Players have just chosen not to even participate. And he could have stayed in the locker room. I remember Jerry Jones, and this is one reason, D, I didn't watch the documentary that just everybody's raving about.
Dallas Cowboys?
Yeah, I
ain't watching.
I don't like Jerry Jones. I'm just gonna be honest because he treats his players like slaves. He's the ultimate master of the plantation. He still has that mentality.
Man, cause he was in the picture.
He sure was.
Was it
the Little
Rock Nine, right?
Yeah, when they went
the
to
segregation.
School. Yeah,
and the little girl was getting walked in. And he was in there
as a little boy.
As a little boy,
so
it's
been bred into him.
Yeah, you're around like 10. He's probably 14 at the time. Teenager. You still remember when you were a teenager, and you damn near like a real pre-young adult.
Right.
So like your intentions, he's been bred in that. He's been uprooting that, and
that I didn't hold against him because he's, like you said, at that young age, he probably didn't even really know what was going on.
Know what you was really doing,
right? But in retrospect,
here lately,
what was bred into you never got out of you.
Yeah, exactly. It never got out of you. That mentality hasn't really changed.
It hasn't changed, and you could just tell the way. And we can go into the negotiations with Micah Parsons. You play for me, you do what I say.
Exactly.
I run this.
It's almost like, I treat my slaves good.
Right.
Okay, but you still got slaves, though.
Right.
I don't know. I'm not racist or nothing like that. I treat all my slaves good. They eat good.
Eat good.
Well, let them free.
They eat.
Huh?
They eat what I eat.
Exactly.
I give them whatever I don't eat. I give it to them.
They got a room in the big house, huh?
Right.
Oh, no, I ain't say all that.
But seriously.
In the big house?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Come on now.
That's one of the reasons I didn't watch it. One, I'm not a Cowboys fan. But two, over these last few years, you just hear little statements that he makes that remind you of
He getting
that.
older. Them that little
Yeah,
it's starting to come
it's
out
starting to
now.
come back out. Oh, I can't act right. Because
Right.
really, behind closed doors, I really am a
I'm out here wilding.
slave master. But when I go to the stadium, I smile and I shake everybody's hands, and yeah, but I'm really not that person. But yeah, like you said, that old school real mentality starts to come out, and
It starts to show.
it starts to really show. But going back to the original point, that man was colluded against, and this is a perfect segue getting into what Eric Dickerson said the other day about how the NFL owners colluded to not draft Shedeur Sanders very high. They wanted to make a quote, make an example out of him. And they did it. He didn't go to until the 5th round, which he was very much more talented than the dude on his own team, Dylan Gabriel. By all accounts, nobody put Dylan Gabriel above Shedeur Sanders. And when they took him in the 3rd round, I'm like, what's really going on? And then Shedeur slipped to the 5th round. They wanted to make an example of him. And Eric Dickerson said that he had it from a very good NFL insider source that this is what happened. And like I was saying with the Colin Kaepernick thing, these days, you don't have to put it in writing. When you get in a meeting, oh, by the way, you all know that quarterback out there in Colorado, let's make sure that he doesn't get drafted very high. That's all you have to say.
Yeah.
It don't have to be in writing.
It ain't got to be specific.
You just make sure everybody's together and just say, hey, you don't have to say his name. Hey, that guy that starts for Prime, his son, make sure he's not drafted very high. It can be just that simple. And when you look at it, at the quarterbacks drafted before him, Shedeur, who I was reading this morning, he is expected to make the 53-man roster. And somehow, some way, Cleveland they're trying to take 4 quarterbacks into the season. Now, that's a little bit.
Maybe they just worried about their quarterback troubles here lately.
They could be. They probably know one Flacco's not going to hold up physically.
Right.
40-something-year-old man that was sitting on the couch.
Yeah. They're probably just, we just need to make sure we have a quarterback.
And a good quarterback.
Right. And so that's probably the move, but yeah. But what were you, what you were saying, they definitely blackballed them for sure. Because we even talked about it, the collusion. There was, it was just confusion. What was it? Color, control, collusion, and confusion.
There you go.
Yep. Color, control, collusion, and confusion.
And that's it.
And that's what it was. It just shows you you see
the
where
power that they have.
Yeah, they really do have.
They do. And again, it doesn't have to be something as formal as an email or a text message. Like I said, when they have those owners meetings, they could just be at lunch. Clang, clang, clang on the glass. Hey, real quick, just want to make sure that everybody knows. Yeah, that quarterback out in Colorado, he doesn't get drafted very high. And then they even said that Cleveland got a phone call. This went on. This was long before Eric Dickerson even made his statement that, okay, enough is enough. He's fallen far enough. Somebody needs to go ahead and take him. So
that's crazy.
Yeah,
that's crazy.
I don't doubt
who's pulling strings on that one. I guess you think it's just all them collectively just talking?
Like, who does he think he is?
Right.
Because they said he interviewed poorly on purpose because there were certain teams that he didn't want to go to.
Oh, yeah.
So I just won't do well in the interview and they won't draft me. So, and I think that's when, I don't know if it's Roger Goodell. He'll never admit it, or it could have been Jerry Jones. It could be just one of the owners in general just brought it up. Yep. Who is he to not want to be, you're coming to our league. We run this. And then that's when somebody stands up and says, well, let's just make an example of it. And that's how it starts.
And that's all it needs to do.
That's all it needs to happen.
Because who's going to tell them? They're the owners.
They're billionaires. Billionaires. And the money's steadily rolling in. Now they're talking about somebody in London is reaching out. They want to host the Super Bowl in London. And that won't affect us because we can't go anyway. The tickets cost so much. We'll never go. And it's still going to be the most watched event of the year.
Out, yeah.
And then you bring a whole different clientele, the Londoners, people who travel internationally, who can afford a ticket. they're going to be there. That's more money, man. This league is just, yeah, they're printing their own money at this point.
Oh, easily.
They're printing their own money. But getting back to the original, it's real what's going on in
control.
It's about control.
Color control.
And they're controlling
illusion,
that color.
And confusion.
There it is. There it is. And then, last but not least, this last little bullet point and something for us to think about. I was watching the Derek Jeter documentary the other night. I had seen parts of it, but I just sat there. I was like, damn, I'm really into this. But one of the writers made this, the African-American, he was either a sociologist or writer, made this point that African-American athletes are viewed through the lens of white owners, white fans, and the white media. And that's true.
Oh, yeah.
So everything they think about us as athletes, as people, is through their lens.
Yeah. It's not through,
because they control it.
All of it. What's they control the media, not the story, the narrative. You know what I'm saying? The narrative. There it is.
They create the narrative about
they create the narrative of what they want
as people and as athletes and so on and so forth. So yeah. And I sat there and I'm like, oh yeah, we got to bring this up because it's true. Derek Jeter wasn't considered white enough, but he also wasn't considered black enough. His dad is black. His mom is white. He could, at some points, he could pass for white when he was younger. But then you look at him, he's definitely.
It wasn't until older I didn't know he was mixed.
Huh?
It wasn't until I got older I didn't realize he was mixed.
Would you think he was
white?
You thought he was white?
I thought he was white with a tan.
But he could pass for that. No, you're right.
I thought he was white with a tan. There was nothing that I just didn't know. Right. It was nothing like, especially because the narrative wasn't like that. It wasn't it wasn't obvious, and it wasn't like any commercials. He wasn't seen in it. It wasn't seen in that light.
No, but you're right, and that's how he was portrayed.
And he was a champion too. I'm like, you can come to the black side for sure.
He definitely, yes and no, he did. He does a lot in the African American community. Yeah, him and his dad are known for that. And just the whole family is, should I say,
right,
known for that, what they do in the African American communities. But it's just, yeah, it's crazy how when you just sit back and look at how we are viewed, it's through someone else's lens. Crazy. All
Can't even control our own story, our own narrative. That's also another thing too as well.
Goes back to your juicy news last week. You got to wait for somebody else to put you on in the acting field because you haven't done enough yourself to put yourself in that position,
in that light to take
whether
take
it's
that control.
African American director, producer, whatever, or a Caucasian or Hispanic or whatever the other ethnicity may be. Instead of us creating our own. And
we gotta wait for somebody else.
So that, going back to Spike Lee, I applaud him for all that he's done in terms of even a Tyler Perry, who I'm not a big fan of, but he's created a lot of jobs for us.
There's been some. I don't know if it's just not bad rumors, but it's also
some whispers.
Some whispers too of how selective he is. But still, in the grand scheme of things, he's still putting our people on.
Still putting our people on. A lot of series, a lot of movies.
A lot of series, a lot of movies. A lot of people's careers have come.
He's providing jobs. And at the end of the day, you have to applaud that aspect of it. The away from the cameras or behind the scenes stuff. I'm not a big fan of some of the stuff I've heard, but I do have to give him his props in terms of that.
At least he's putting people on, because there's other corporations who don't even.
Or there's other people with money that I've said for years, Oprah and some of the other very wealthy African Americans. Man, let's take this money and anyway, I don't want to get too far off topic, but yeah, we got to provide for ourselves is what I'm saying. We can't wait for somebody else, whatever the color, try to do things for us. We got to take the bulls by the horns and do what we need to do for us, because everybody else is. That's the thing. For real. Everybody else is doing what they need to do for them. It's about time we start doing.
We spend a lot of money in America.
Yeah.
If we came together.
Oh my goodness. What we could create Yeah. All right, moving on.
All right.
This is another perfect segue. It's called Who Has the Balls? So now that we know that the Jake Paul, Gervonta Tank Davis
nice.
fight is being signed or has been signed in November to Netflix, which will make a lot of money, who other than me has the balls to not participate by watching it?
Damn. See, damn.
Because I've gone on record, I said anything that Jake Paul is a part of in terms of a fight, I won't watch. And I won't watch this one, D. Now, I watch it when it's done. I'll watch a replay of it. But for me to put money into it the night of, stay up late, put my energy into it.
Yeah, I'm probably going to peep it.
I'm doing
it. Yeah. I might watch the replay.
Right.
See, the funny thing is just like you clown him. Damn, I ain't trying to see that. But then you end up just, let me go ahead and tune in and see what's
right.
It is enticing because, yeah, I'm bringing Gervonta up later, but he must be really hurting for some bread.
Must be
if he's
really
doing a fight
hurting.
With Jake Paul, because we want to see you a fight Lamont Roach. That's the fight we want to see. Or Shakur Stevenson, an actual fight.
Yeah.
Like we was talking about, bring back the actual fight and the aspect of boxing back. That was the entertainment, that it was two good fighters. That's the entertainment factor. Now it's scripted. I'm not gonna believe it. Okay, you guys are obviously the disparity of the weight classes is crazy. I mean, Jake is fighting at 185 heavyweight. Gervonta can. I don't even think he can even get to 170.
No, I think he max at about 160.
That's what I'm saying. You could probably push 160, but that's still because he fights at 135.
Right, that's 30-something pounds.
That's still 30.
And you got to do that by November the 14th.
And it was Jake. Jake is no way. Jake is gonna drop to 160.
No.
He ain't even gonna have no power.
No, that's him dropping
to
his
135
right there. That's his hook.
Because he can put some of his weight into it.
Put so much
fighting
weight.
At 185.
You're fighting you're fighting a smaller dude. That's just like the bully.
Gervonta's 5'3".
Yeah.
He's 5.
Probably 5'5", maybe.
Yeah. Jake Paul like 6 foot.
Right.
To the
and 100 and something. Yeah, you're talking 50 pounds, 50, 60 pounds.
So it's not going to be. This can't
it's
be.
It's already a mismatch.
Fight. Yes, it's already a mismatch. Now I just don't see it. It's a script. But going back to the question, who has the balls and not to watch it?
Because it was. It's funny because people have been clowning it on Facebook and.
But they gonna still tune in.
And that's what somebody was saying. But everybody's talking.
But y'all gonna. I bet on that day.
And like I told this one dude, hey, you can come to my house. I guarantee you won't be on anywhere.
Hey, you should take a.
They can fight in the backyard, D, and
right.
I might peep out the window.
right. Cut the shade.
Yeah.
The blinds.
And then peek out. But
look at the ring camera.
I won't be participating.
It depends how late it's going to be, because last time the stream was going down anyway. You had to watch it. You couldn't watch it live anyway.
This is going to break the internet.
The servers, yeah.
It's going to break it.
Because that Mike Tyson and Jake Paul fight, you had to watch the replay. It was delayed. You couldn't even really watch it. Like, it was buffering. It was spotty. So, honestly, it might be best not to watch it that day anyway and just stay off social media.
Right.
You just don't even watch it. You stay off social media and then watch it the next morning or a couple hours later, but... Damn, that's a great question. The funny thing is, I'm probably still gonna watch it.
I'm about to just go to bed early that night.
Right, as much as we talking, depending on what's going on that day, it's not like a priority. I'm definitely gonna be watching that Canelo and Crawford fight.
Oh,
like,
we'll be talking about that.
That's what I want to watch. Yeah. That's what I want to see.
That's a legitimate fight. This is an exhibition. This is an exhibition. They're even calling it. They're already calling it an exhibition, which means they're not gonna.
It's not.
Tank's not gonna be.
It's just for.
Well, he might have some real punches because you're fighting a heavier dude.
Yeah, you might. You gonna have.
You might have to.
Just to hold your own.
Right.
Yeah, that also shows Gervonta he needed some money.
Yeah, he needs a money grab
that court
quickly.
Fees.
Yeah,
all them court fees
and for your baby's mama, and you'll be
legal
okay.
trouble.
For real.
You gotta pay off these lawyers. Then he'll have to pay her off. He's probably looking at 20 M's. He's like, damn, I ain't got that. He said, Jake Paul, how much you get? How much y'all was getting?
Right. How much did you offer me last time?
Man, right.
Let's double that and let's go ahead and make it happen.
Let's go make it happen.
Because it's funny how the week after he was supposed to fight, he released the fight. 7 days later, you get this mega fight that's an exhibition. Crazy.
He needed some bread.
He needed some bread bad. And it's almost like he got in trouble on purpose so that he could get out of that fight with Roach and jump into this. You can't tell me they had been negotiating this for quite a while.
He had his baby mama on purpose just so he kept looking at the day. He looked at her. He said,
I think I get damn, how much did they offer me? And I'm only going to get X with Roach.
He just picked. Hey, he was just tripping over nothing.
Did you bring the kids on?
Didn't I tell you to get wheat bread? No. But no, that's not funny to hear. But no, it's not. I'm just laughing, we're just laughing at the thought
he process.
Would do something. Yeah, the thought process.
All of a sudden he does need some money in a bad way.
All of a sudden you need some money in the worst way.
Right. All right, so we'll move on to our Pops' pop culture question of the week.
Pops' pop culture question.
And this one is, what's a crazy phrase that you don't care much for or you can live without? And here's one I'm okay with. When people say, I'm picking up what you're putting down. I'm okay with that.
So a phrase that
that you hear people say that you go, come on, man. I don't really care for that one.
Right.
Yeah,
that's
when I hear that, I'm picking up what you're putting down.
I'm picking up what you're putting down.
Yeah, I can ride with that one. I heard one the other day. This is where you lose me, son. I'm mowing what you're growing.
No, I ain't. Yeah. No, yeah. You can keep that one. You can keep that. Oh, dang.
Is it one that comes to mind that you're like, I don't really care for that phrase?
There's a couple come to mind, but I'm blanking. There's some phrases. I'm trying to think. Dang, I can't even think of one right now.
It's all good. This is one too where I'm smelling what you're stepping in.
Yeah.
You can miss me with that one.
Yeah, you can. That one ain't.
Man, I'm smelling what you're stepping in.
Don't try to just change it. Hold on. I'm trying to think. I can't even think of some phrases that people be saying. I guess the only thing that came to mind was just like when it's not really a phrase, but like response. Oh, it's when you say, "Oh, good morning," and then people be like, "Is it?" Like, damn. Okay.
Obviously, you weren't picking up what they were putting.
Yeah, I guess not. Damn, I'm gonna keep it moving.
I guess I'm smelling what you stepped in.
Right. I'm having a good morning. I guess nigga, you not. Like, let me know. Shoot.
Say what's wrong?
Yeah. Like, shoot. It's like, yeah. I mean, it is good morning. Shoot.
It was until I said something to you.
Was. Damn.
Yep. And then going back to our one Pops' pop question for last week when we talked about tipping. Perfect example. Gave a tip yesterday. Get my order home and it was wrong.
Damn.
I was hot.
Yeah.
We just talked about this. We just talked about this.
We talked about it. Had a whole segment on it.
I asked a young lady who splits the tips. There's 4 people standing there. We all split it. I said, all right, I'm going to give you 5. I put it in a jar. Thank you. And then I get home and my order was wrong. I was pissed. Let me get my juice out. Oh, that's solid. That's solid, D.
That's that excess.
That's that excess.
Energy. Your podcasts are powered by XS.
We are powered by XS Energy, our juicy news. Because if you don't know, now you know. Young brother. Young sister. Young player. Dwight Howard. P. Diddy. Porter. Family.
Sheeta.
Sheeta.
So for that juicy
Well, we
news.
got two
Oh wait, I
more.
forgot my bad. Oh yeah.
Justin.
Justin
Tucker.
I forget we be adding them.
Shay. Now it's time.
The juicy news. Because I forgot we added them.
Yeah, we added a couple people.
They deserve to be on
They
there.
need to be on there.
Because they did not know. And now they do.
And now they do.
And they do. So for that juicy news, because if you don't know, now this is a quick story. So now Lakers player DeAndre Ayton flew out of IG model Caribbean Curls to Turks and Caicos. We hear these NBA athletes, rappers, whatever. You fly out a little IG model, hit them in the DMs. Most likely you trying to smash. You trying to see what's up with her. But she wasn't going for that. He flew her out. And I guess the time they were there, he was expecting a little bit more. So they didn't end up doing anything. And so he left her there in Turks and Caicos, left her stranded. So apparently she was like, nah, ain't nothing happening tonight. He's like, okay, cool. Good luck finding your way back because I flew you out here.
Wow.
I did a 2 ticket. I didn't do no return ticket. I didn't do no round trip. So, yeah, she was hot and goes on social media and saying, yeah, she got stranded by his security. So apparently he left. She got left there.
For him to up and just leave her, though, that's pretty cold.
Bruh, left her stranded there. And she had to find her way back. But as far as IG, I'm sure somebody will fly her back. Somebody will fly her from Turks and Caicos out to another location.
Yeah.
So she'll be okay.
She'll be fine, yeah. She's not still there, is she?
I don't think, no, she's not still there. She's not still there.
Drake probably flew her back home.
Yeah, I'm going to say
always
Drake
hollering about Turks and Caicos.
James Harden.
Somebody thirsty.
Or flew out there to her.
Right.
He's like, wait, stay there.
Just stay there. Yeah, now I can say that ticket money. No, I'll come to you.
No, I'll come to you, and then we'll fly back together.
Yeah, maybe. There you go.
She get left again.
I thought you said. No, I just said I was coming to you.
No,
I didn't say I was sending you home.
No.
You need to figure out how you're getting back.
Yeah, but DeAndre Ayton ain't going for that. He said, okay, if you ain't.
Damn, if you're not playing how I want to play, I'm going to just leave you.
You ain't putting out? Okay, wow. Another route.
Damn, that's good juicy news.
That's that juicy news,
for you all thirsty out there. Hey, yeah. Have your own means of getting back home.
What she need to learn from this, don't
depend on somebody else. Yeah.
It's time. Yeah, have a backup plan just in case so this don't happen to happen. You was almost dependent on him anyway, as far as getting out there, because you weren't going to Turks and Caicos on your own.
Yeah, you were trying to wine and dine off his money. Exactly. You like the postal worker we talked about last week.
For real.
You want somebody else's money.
Somebody else's money, but have a backup plan.
Damn.
Don't be the thirst.
Yeah, it gets to folks sometimes.
It gets to folks. I guess she didn't expect it. Oh, you just gonna leave me? Yeah, I'm gonna leave.
I'm out. Oh, I'm back home. What you mean? Am I leaving you? I'm back home.
Hey, where you at? I'm in LA.
I'm back in LA.
Hold on, I just got done with what? When did you leave?
We just ran practice.
As soon as you said we wasn't doing nothing,
I was out.
Right. I was already.
Man,
I already had it there.
Crazy. Yeah, that's good juicy news.
DeAndre Ayton, he's a savage, bro.
Man, he's hardcore with it.
I'll leave you there.
I'll leave you stranded. Now he might not get many future dates based off this.
Man.
If a female hearing this, you better have a backup plan, like you said.
You better have a backup if you mess with DeAndre Ayton.
Yes, sir. All right, moving on to our pops, flops, and props.
Pops, flops, and props.
Oh, those pops, flops, and props. Who you popping?
Pop's gonna go, man. College football and NFL football is here to stay. Like we said, man, we got football all the way up until February. So I don't care if it's high school, college, professional. I'm tuned in.
There you go.
Pops.
That's mine as well. I just put the fact that football is back. That's props or pops enough. Who you flopping?
Flops is Kansas State for just losing the home opener. I also saw a flop. I think this is just in right now. Shiloh Sanders got cut from Tampa. Shiloh Sanders,
Shador's brother.
Shador's brother.
The cornerback.
He just got put on waivers.
Wow.
He's got put on waivers.
He'll get
picked
up.
He'll get picked up, though.
He's got talent.
Yeah.
Didn't he get into a fight with somebody?
Yeah.
And that might be what happened.
Yep.
You're a rookie. You're getting in a fight with a veteran.
Already?
Yeah, we'll just waive you. You need to learn a lesson. All right. My pop is going to be to the young lady that expected DeAndre Ayton to, go all in. When you wasn't going all out.
When you you said we go all in. You ain't going all out.
Oh, I got to go all in.
Oh, okay.
But you ain't going all out.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So you okay.
All right. So who you propping? Who you propping?
Props goes to Iowa State for winning their home opener. That was a good game in Dublin. So yeah, that was my props to Iowa State, man.
All right, mine is gonna go to Scotty Scheffler for winning last week's BMW Championship, giving him 5 victories on the season, with possibly another in the making today. All right, son. We're at that point where we tell someone to sit your ass down. Man. Sit your ass down. Please. And thank you. Who you telling, son?
My sit your ass down is going to go to Gervonta Davis, man. Sit your ass down. That's not the fight we wanted to see. Like, it definitely has to be a payday, because no one was talking about you fighting Jake Paul. We want to see you fight Lamont Roach.
Legitimate fighters.
Legitimate fight. Boxers. Someone who actually was going to fight you back. Right. That was a good fight. Let's see if you really about that. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Are you really? Because that could have, I know you probably won't get as much money, because I know Jake Paul got the Netflix and stuff like that, but this is bigger than just entertainment, man. This is really, this would have brought boxing back to where it needs to be, and it's getting out of these gimmicks, and it's actually what it used to be. But, or Shakur Stevenson or something, someone who's going to be competition night. For us true boxing fans, us real boxing fans who want to stay up. Now, I'll stay up for Lamont Roach, Gervonta Davis.
I would too. Up for Crawford and Canelo.
Oh, yeah. I'm up for that. I'm making
if I got to drink an excess at 11 o'clock to make sure I'm up.
If I got to drink that mug right at 10, just so I'm just up and I don't go to bed.
I'm on an excess drip all day.
I'm going to stay
I'm going to be up for that one.
I'm watching that.
Yes, sir.
I'll probably watch the replay of it. I probably won't stay up and watch it. There's no need to stay up and watch it, but I'll probably watch the replay of it just once it comes back on. But the true fight we wanted to see was you and Lamont Roach.
Yeah.
And you ducking them.
Yeah.
Sit your ass down.
I agree, son. I agree. Mine is in the same vein. What did Booker T call people? Suckers! Yes. If you buy, watch that fight, pay for it in any capacity, sit your ass down. I'm not doing it. I'm not participating. I want to know who has the balls to ride with me. Do you have the balls to not do it? Don't participate. Don't watch it. Don't buy it. Don't waste your money. It's an exhibition. That key word is in there for a reason. It's an exhibition. There won't be a true fight. I got a feeling it's probably going to be a draw or Jake Paul will win, and that's going to move him up the ranks in terms of being called a legitimate boxer. You're not boxing, dude. You're doing exhibitions. Exhibition is not real. It's not sanctioned, and it's not real. And if you buy it, watch it, participate in it, sit your ass down. All right, son. Man, that wraps up a busy show, busy podcast for this week. Don't forget, me and D will be on the road live this Saturday, August 30th, down in Sikeston, Missouri, at the Copper Still Lounge. We're looking forward to that. Got a pre-podcast concert. Just Dre, local rapper, down there, going to be doing his thing, giving us a little set to get us kicked off. We're hoping everything goes well and we can put this out live on YouTube that night. But if not, there will be a replay or the recording of the show, of the podcast. That's what we'll release next week. But, man, just looking forward to seeing as many people as possible, have some crowd participation, audience participation. But looking forward to that. Looking forward to it.
It's going to be a historic night. If you can't be there, we're definitely going to try to get away so you can be part of that night. But if you're down in that area, Come holler at us, Copper
Mhm.
Steel Lounge. We plan to have a good time. You can see what we do live, indirect, as it is happening. Like we said, come out and support podcasters and local rapper Just Dre. Fire music, great music.
Mhm.
So yeah, we're gonna try to make this thing. We are gonna make this thing happen. But come and support.
Yep.
Come and celebrate. It's gonna be a good time.
And this will be the first of many. This is just a start. We'll do it here locally in St. Louis. Anybody listening, you got a spot, we'll come up, show up, and do our thing. Like you said, Dave, live
show up and show out.
in direct and in living color.
Yeah.
Also, don't forget about your merch, your shirts,
don't
your
forget
cups.
your merch. Please get your merch on the mugs.
Hats, anything on a mug.
On a mug.
On a mug.
You can get anything on a mug.
Anything. We can produce it for you. It doesn't have to be our particular logos. If you have something that you're working on or something you would like to see, hit us up. We'll make sure that we get it done for you, turn it out for you, and then you can decide what you want to do from there. But man, yeah. All right, son. We appreciate the listeners and the watchers of the Me and D
Pops the Son
podcast.
For that ass.
For that ass.
For that ass.
All right, son. Close us out.
Hey, but until next time. I'ma holla at you.
Peace.
Peace.
See you soon.